Look at as well the systems in place and technology at the airports that we have today, Terminal 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
You know, every time, because back then you didn't have, because Emirates IDs were introduced, I think, at least 20 years ago. Or if I just look up that stat, maybe it's a few years in the early 2000s, and your Emirates IDs were just introduced, and everybody had to have an Emirates ID. And then smart gates were introduced that you can use at the airports, because before back then you need to just start in front of the lines with everybody at immigration, get your passport stamped, and out you go, or you come back in. Again, today, how things have changed and evolved. You know, it's funny, whenever my mom comes to visit us, right, whenever they come, on the ride home, she always tells me, I can't believe that I can look at the immigration checkpoint, at the camera, at the green light, and the country just opens its doors for me. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
And this is someone who's been here longer than I have, right? Because my parents were here since... my mom came later because my dad and mom met in India, and then, they got married, and then my dad said, hey, let's go back to Dubai, and then obviously they started a life, and then, I happened, and then and here we are today. But it just makes you feel so good that they have the residency through this amazing golden visa scheme that we have now, and then they're able to come here whenever they want without any limits. There's no need to come every 6 months and all that. That rule no longer applies once you're a golden visa holder, right? Because you've got permanent residency for 10 years. And then, but it's just one of the so many points that I like to talk about Dubai as a brand, as a company that is just automatically reinventing itself. It's a brand. It's like Dubai LLC or Dubai Inc. or Dubai Incorporated, whatever way. I think Dubai is just a brand that keeps on reinventing itself, and it keeps on evolving. It keeps on evolving. It doesn't stop, and that's how it's become this amazing phenomenon that we see today since the year 2000.
It's like city from the future.
Exactly.
Whenever I am back to Dubai, like I feel I'm not. Actually, when I do use Emirates, when I enter into the plane on the board, I'm just relieved. Especially from US. I'm sorry for American guys.
Apologies
I do have
for that,
apologies,
but
but still, come on, guys. Like I enter to the board, I step in, and like I'm home.
When I hear that Emirates tune,
Yeah.
really nice theme music that Emirates has, and when I'm back in the airports of Dubai and I've touched down and we're back and we come back to DXB Terminal 3, it's just such a magical feeling.
Yeah, you cannot even describe it.
You can't describe it. You can't put it into words.
Yeah, that's true. Like sometimes I'm not sometimes, mostly always, I'm not welcome on Russian Federation custom. I'm like some crime.
Wow.
What you was doing there?
Right.
Hello. What you was doing there? Why so long?
Yeah.
You a resident? What you did to get a residency? Something like that. Like the police, it's not a custom guy, it's some literally police.
Right.
I hope after this podcast everything will be fine, because I'm gonna go home. No one will see it, understand. But still, it's like that. And always, even when sometimes smart gates, of course, doesn't work if there is some changing visa status, etc., etc.
Exactly,
But still,
yeah.
there are custom guys from Emiratis. They do look at your passport and say, "Welcome home,
Very
Anna."
welcoming.
Welcome
so
home,
friendly.
Anna. And come
Yeah.
on, how long I've been here? Like, oh, thanks God, I'm
Yeah.
home.
Yeah.
And whoever comes here, they are so much like, they cannot believe their eyes when they do see and feel all these points which we have just mentioned. It is like for each and every person on the world, it's unbelievable.
It is. And and I wanted to discuss this as well, because a lot of the people that come here, especially since the past couple of years, 2021, 22 onwards, since we've had a huge influx of a lot of various nationalities, I have a feeling they seem to think that Dubai has always been like this. But perhaps they don't understand, or they know that it's not always been like this. Like, because I've seen it just grow and evolve, like from sand dunes to skyscrapers, you know? And the transformation and the transition that Dubai has made in the past even 2 decades is just, it blows my mind. Because in the early 2000s, we had a population of 1 million, not even, in 2000. And, you know, now we're at just under 4 million, 3.9 something is the recent stat. I mean, look at the progression that this city has. And so things like, you know, there was no metro back in the day. The metro came in 2009. So the only public transport you had was a bus or a taxi. And RTA taxis today are by far one of the best taxi networks, I think, in any top tier city. Because
you know my story that I lost my phone, just forgot in RTA.
How many times was it? Like 25,000 times you lost the phone and it somehow magically made its way back to you.
Yeah.
And so it just goes to show, right? But before these amazing, this whole amazing transportation network of taxis and metro that came in, you used to rely heavily on private taxis, where the taxi driver rolls down the window, asks you where you want to go, what is your destination, what is your location next. You used to haggle and bargain on the price, and then the price was the price, and then off you go. There were no meters. There was no, you know, yellow roof taxis, red roofs, green. There's so many other colors now with taxis and stuff. Then the metro came in 2009, and then obviously things got easier. And that's just one example. Again, transportation. Look at shopping malls, look at infrastructure, look at hotels, look at the hospitality sector. You know, in 2000, I remember, because years ago, I used to work in the hospitality industry, and you know, that was what I graduated in and so forth. So back then, the Jumeirah Group had just come in the early 2000s, and they made their stamp with Jumeirah Beach Hotel, which at that time was the flagship 5-star luxury high-end hotel resort that was beachfront, right? Because back before Jumeirah took over, it was called the infamous Chicago Beach Hotel.
Wow.
This rebranded to that whole road, Beach Road, Al Sufu Road, 2nd December. That was at one hotel there. There was no Madinat Jumeirah, there was no Al Naseem, there was Al Qasr. That was all a dream back then. That was just a dream and a vision. There was no Marsa Al Arab, there was no Madinat Jumeirah living. That whole stretch had a few low-rise villas, and I remember kids playing football there. And there was literally this one hotel. Then things started to happen, because that's when His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum had a vision in the year 2000. He said he wanted Dubai to be the number one place, the number one city on the planet. And believe me, his vision turned into reality. In 2000, just continuing on from where the Jumeirah Beach Hotel left off, then you had the Burj Al Arab, which came in. And then the hotels started cropping up. And then slowly but surely, you had the amazing expansive malls. In 2010, you had Burj Khalifa. So, you know, I can go on and on with so many stories.
You're like encyclopedia.
And I will always be like the best ambassador that I can be of Dubai and the UAE, because it's given me so much in the past, you know. And if I've lived here 30 years or 3 decades, I'd probably, want to live here for the next 30 years and 3 decades, because it just gives you so much that, you can't get in any other country, let alone even your home country.
Yeah, that's true. But still, as I have spoken, like, not lately, but I think recently, like, let's say, people do scared to move to Dubai, because they do think that Dubai is only for rich guys, high net worth individuals, that they, with their like average education of teacher, of, I don't know, some doctor, of course, it's a little bit difficult, because you have to like, how does it call? I forgot, legalize your diploma, etc. But this nice in our countries, in each and every countries, basically professions, they do scared to move to Dubai, and they think like, oh, it's too expensive, I cannot afford it. But I think we gotta break this stereotype.
Yeah, that's honestly, I can say, personally speaking, and I've seen this. It's a myth that needs to be debunked. It's really really not true, because like if I take a few daily life examples, right? You've got the places and the fine dining and the shopping and all of that. You have the luxury life. You have the amazing nightlife. Yes, of course you have that for sure. And it is, some people might find that a bit priced expensive. But on the flip side, you have the other parts of Dubai, the more cultural parts of Dubai, like the Deiras, the Burdubais, you know, the Satwas, which is on the border of Jumeirah 1, let's say. You have really affordable, you know, eateries and establishments and retail shops. You know, funny example, when I used to go for haircuts, you used to see, back when I had hair, you used to have barbershops and salons used to charge you for a haircut and a shave 250, 300 dirhams, let's say, as a package. A kilometer down, you had the same service, let's say, okay, a cut and a beard trim or a shave for 10 dirhams. So
25, 30 times less.
Right? That's just a small example, you know. Also, you know, back then you didn't have a lot of options. You know, if you just rewind a little bit, you didn't have a lot of options when it came to, we were talking about supermarkets and groceries. You used to always used to go to these little tiny shops called, in Arabic the word is bakala, which is groceries. You have little groceries, you pick up your milk, your eggs, your bread, or you just phone the guy, you know, you tell him your apartment or villa number and he'll come to you. And now, because of technology and the apps, you got all that on InstaShop and, you know, Noon and etc. and all of these things. But going back to what you just mentioned about being affordable, I think there's so many hidden gems in Dubai, and really you know, you don't need to live that luxury. I mean, you can if you want to. If you want to go for a nice drink and a meal, you can if you want to, and do the nice shopping and the 5-star hotels every now and again. But there's just, I'm telling you, like, I'm proof that these things in Dubai does exist, and they do exist.
Yeah, you can choose. Either you will give your jacket for 250 for laundry, or 10 pieces, 10 items of your clothes for 20 or 25 dirhams. It's existing.
It exists.
And like when people say like that, for example, like, I can't say that we so much spenders. We are not spenders at all. So mostly we have some brain to not be spenders, and instead of that, we do invest. At the same time, there are another kind of guys who are like spending whatever they earned. And this is the choice of each and every person. And this kind of people do exist in any part of the world, in any city, in any country. You will find these kind of people who are not spending and who are spenders. So I got my first commission. Hello, Fashion Avenue, I'm coming. Gucci,
so true, yeah.
Lou, etc., etc. It is true, and it's like heartbreaking, to be honest. Like you just like, in my opinion, it's just flushing your money literally in the toilet tap.
Yeah. And it's funny you should say that, because just since a couple of days ago, I've been seeing some Instagram reels doing the rounds. And the topic of the thread is, or the caption reads, you spend 20 years in Dubai, but you find yourself, you have just a smartphone, the latest phone, or the latest bag, and a pair of shoes, and that's it.
Yeah.
And literally 20 years goes by, within the blink of an eye, fast forward, and you're left with like nothing.
And then these kind of guys, they do say like Dubai is expensive, it's not
the
affordable.
Same people that say it's expensive.
They do say, but Dubai, it's not fault of Dubai that you guys don't have some piece of brain just to save your money and invest and make it. That's it. So I don't believe any of these kind of statements or reels or videos. There will be always people who will have this kind of opinion, and sometimes I do get into some fight, let's say, just to prove that it's not like that. So when you do manage your wallet in a wise way, you can get a golden visa, I would say.
Yeah.
It all depends on you. not in.
Exactly.
Doesn't depend on Dubai. It's
Exactly.
only Dubai just giving you an opportunity.
An opportunity, and it's up to you whether you want to use it or not.
Exactly.
And another point I'd like to add to your point is, Dubai is welcoming of like everybody.
Yeah.
You know, Dubai or the UAE does not, you know, differentiate or distinguish or even discriminate, between, you know, where you're from, your race, religion, color, creed, class, whatever, doesn't matter. You know, there's over 200 plus, I think it's maybe even reached 220, 230 nationalities that actually live in the UAE and Dubai.
Yeah.
Where else do you have that stat? No other city on the planet. No other city on the planet. And I say this to some people, and then, you know, they tend to laugh. It's like if the UN, if the United Nations had a city or a country, it would be Dubai, and it would be the UAE. It would look like this. There's more countries in Dubai and UAE living here than there's a UN. You know?
So there are 250 plus nationalities there now,
you know,
right?
I don't want to go on record and, you know, shoot a
Even
number,
me
but it's
is
obviously
here, you know, even me is here.
Yeah.
You know, our population in all over the world is approximately 400,000. So
you guys are definitely a minority.
Yeah, I came from -50 and I'm still living in +50 and I feel very comfortable.
Yeah.
This is my second home.
Yeah.
Even I'm here, I would say.
Yeah, but it's probably it's definitely over 200 nationalities. And I think if you compare Dubai with the likes of in New York, London, Paris, Singapore, which, you know, these cities are at least 500 years old, some of them. Like, they haven't attracted the multicultural ethnic groups and nationalities that are calling Dubai and the UAE home. There's no way.
Yeah, recently I spoke to one friend of mine, you know her. She is also Sahar. She just was back from her Europe trip. So they went to Spain, it was Spain, in some small city, I forgot. It's not Barcelona or Madrid, it's typical normal city there. And she was walking on the street with her friends. They are like various nationalities, but still they are like, let's say, Slavics. She is not Slavic, of course. And she felt like, I thought I am some monument in some museum. Everyone was watching at me. Here in Dubai, we have a lot of type of skins, a lot of types of eyes, a lot of types of nationalities, and no one look at me like this in Dubai. There I felt very uncomfortable.
Right.
Yeah, that's how
There
you
you go.
feel in Dubai, because, you know, a lot of people do feel this kind of harassment even being in their own country. And I don't want to say the countries, but I think you do understand it happens even nowadays.
It does.
And it's like, come on, guys, it's insane. So what we do have here is like, we are equal. We are equal. Doesn't matter who
Everybody's
you
treated
are,
equal,
what is
yeah.
your background. You came here, and we are all like, I can't say we are friends, but we do respect each other. Doesn't matter religion, doesn't matter skin,
Exactly.
doesn't matter education, doesn't matter what position you do have currently, either you are a driver or you are some manager, we do respect each other. So that's why we do exist 250 plus nationalities in one not so large, by the way, city.
Yeah.
Basically,
And-
we live under one roof.
Exactly. And, you know, to just add to that, just it's so it's just because of His Highness's vision, and you just think how everything cascades down from the rulers of this country, and how that translates to everyone who is living here, whether it's expats or, you know, whether it's locals or whatever. And, you know, everybody treats everybody with respect, with dignity. There's no different treatment from wherever you're from. And it's become one of the most tolerant cities. You have Ministry of Tolerance,
Also
Ministry of
happiness.
Tolerance, happiness, you know, the list goes on and on. And but just to add to your very, very valid point, is that because I think it's really, really because it just relates and it ties with the vision that's come from, the leader of the country.
Yeah,
and the city.
I don't just even respect our rulers, our government. I literally love them because even I came from very small city with a population of 300,000 people. The whole republic is by the way, size of India, but the population of this territory is only 1 million people. And I have here more than what I had back home. It's like, and when you do compare it, why I shouldn't respect or love this government, which is giving me this kind of level of lifestyle. On top of it, I'm not paying any taxes, by the way. Of course, I do get there some free medicine, free education, but it's not comparable. Because if you do feel uncomfortable on the place, where do you live, where do you stay, it's not a life. The person was born to be happy. And if you are happy currently at this place, and you are satisfied, you are enjoying your life, why I shouldn't love them, right?
Yeah.
So I guess we have given enough amount of reasons today. The only one thing what I do think, either you decide to make Dubai as your second home or no, it's of course on you. It's your own decision, your own choice. But this city gives you huge opportunity. Just enter.
Gives you so much. You just need to come here.
Book a ticket.
Just buy that plane ticket. Just buy that plane ticket. Pack that bag and just come here. Believe me, you won't regret it.
Not at all. Not at all.
I am so thankful that my mom and dad were here, and I'm here for 3 decades plus. I stopped counting after 30, but it's been 30 plus for sure. But just, as Anna said, just come here and you won't regret it. And I'm sure that you wouldn't want to go back.
Yeah, and even if I will turn my head right now or left, here is war, here is crisis, there's some another drama is going on. And Dubai and the UAE by itself, it is an oasis where each and every person will find place. And moreover, it's not just place or some, flat or room. You gonna be welcomed. You're gonna be welcomed a lot.
Since you've been talking about the US, because you have a lot of knowledge and a lot of information about the US, is how that saying used to go, God bless the United States of America.
Yeah.
Today it's God bless the United Arab Emirates. That's it. God bless the UAE. It's become a solution to the world. It's become a solution to the world's problems. Like you said, whenever there's conflict, whichever part of the world, whichever region the conflict is happening, even in the Middle East or outside of the Middle East, people gravitate towards this country and this city. It's just that impact. It's just that Dubai LLC, Dubai Inc. That's exactly what it is. It is a solution to the world, and it's a solution to all conflicts. The list goes on and on, whether it was the Russia-Ukraine conflict or the recent one with, obviously Israel-Iran and everything. And back then you had the Iraq War, Arab Springs, and all of these, events that have taken place in the past 20 years. The UAE and Dubai has been a safe haven. It's the safest safe haven.
Yeah, exactly. And let's say it is an umbrella. It is some shoulder on the world for those who are lost. Let's say there is this whole crisis and war between Ukraine and Russia. How many people found roof here? How many people home and peace?
So true.
In Dubai, in the UAE, a lot. This is a huge umbrella and shoulder when you can come, book a ticket, and please, let me stay here. That's it.
Exactly that. So true. And I really hope that, you know, after just hearing both of our views and both of our opinions and perspectives, that people don't hesitate, you know.
Yeah.
Is that because obviously Dubai and the UAE, especially the city, has this, you know, there's so many plans in place, right? They've laid out for the next 10, 15 years with obviously the D33 and the 2040 that we always speak about. You know, no other city in the world lays out their plans transparently for like the world to see. Today, if you log on and you search Urban Master Plan 2040, it takes you to a link where you can actually look at a PDF of bullet points, and you can see what the country and the city wish to achieve in 15 years. You can actually see what the D33 is, what the E33 is, the social agenda, the quality of life, etc. So, and with the population growth that the city is projecting and forecasting, it's just, for me, honestly, it's a no-brainer for people, you know, to move here. Like, and I really hope that, you know, people continue to, you know, do their own research, and then, but ultimately make that decision and make that move, because I kid you not, you're not going to regret it.